It seems like our friends from across the pond are now ready to embrace smaller capacity motorcycles, even baby ones at 200ccs, or at least this is what KTM hopes. Welcome back to Long Way Home, everyone, the place where getting your motorcycle news is easier than getting a Harley rider to wave at an import, but not by much. Today's episode will be a multi-story episode, so stick around. Starting off, KTM will be bringing their 200 Duke, tiny, not so tiny motorcycle to the States. Launched all the way back in 2012, it turned out to be quite popular in the rest of the world, especially the Asian market where licensing and cost of ownership constraints make it real appealing. But the 26 horsepower single-cylinder orange beast wasn't enough to handle the US highways or considered to be desirable in the States. But times seem to be changing, and even though the 200 Duke is made in India and has a small engine, KTM research has shown them that it should be a success in the States, and they may well be correct going by the success of Honda's Super Cub and the fact that the small 200 Duke is quite unintimidating for learning riders. Rumored to come in at around $4,000 US, it would make it $1,500 cheaper than the current KTM 390 Duke and in the same price range as the Honda Grom, for example, which has a smaller engine and is a smaller bike overall. According to sources, it should drop in the States in the next couple of weeks. It's August 2020 now, if you're watching this video in like 2040 or something. Actually, if you're from 2040, comment down below and let us know how it all worked out. Is the world still mental, or have we calmed down a little? Moving on, and we get our first look at proper high-res press photos from Long Way Up. Yes, as rumored before, the show will be an exclusive to Apple TV Plus subscribers, and the good news is that we now have a release date. September 18th is the lucky day. 3 episodes will be available to watch on the 18th, and new ones will be rolling out every week afterwards, because who doesn't like to be teased in that way? Thanks, Apple. Thanks a lot. Covering 21,000 kilometers over 100 days, starting from the city of Ushuaia at the tip of South America, Ewan and Charlie journey through the landscapes of South and Central America on their electric Harley-Davidson live wires. I, for one, cannot wait to see the show. I know it can't possibly be as good as the first one, since that one really did start a new genre, and obviously there are a plethora of motorcycle vloggers now, but it's still going to make some great watching. And for our last story, Suzuki has released its latest quarter numbers, and if last year they were lucky enough to end on an almost 6% growth year on year, in their latest quarter their sales have almost dropped by a whopping 50%. This is major. It means that in their last quarter they were able to move only half of what they sold in the same quarter last year. Their hardest hit markets were India and Europe, both of which implemented harsh lockdown measures. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. Suzuki's sales increased between June and July, and that is due to them being proactive and implementing a Suzuki at your doorstep initiative, which basically allowed customers to shop for their bikes online and have them delivered at home, just like pizza. As far as a sales forecast for the future, Suzuki were honest and said they had absolutely no idea how things were going to turn out, since their largest markets had emergency measures in full swing at the moment. Alright, comments time. If you have anything to share with us regarding any of today's stories, the comments below are the place for you. Well, that's the show for today, everyone. If you've enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up, and if you think you've learned something new, consider subscribing or becoming a patron to help us make more of these shows. Cheers, and I'll see you on the next one.